Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to dig into a government security project that really makes you wonder, are we getting ready for action movie threats while ignoring the problems right outside our front door? And boom, this one question really just cuts right to the heart of it all. It's all about priorities. So let's dive in and see what's really going on here. Okay, so first up, what's all the buzz about? Let's check out the official announcement that kicked this whole thing off. What are they actually building? Yeah, this is no small thing. We're talking about a major investment in a brand new specialized urban warfare training facility located at the SF-10 headquarters in Mawiong. So what can this place do? Well, we're talking top-of-the-line, state-of-the-art stuff. Think super realistic, close-quarters combat training, advanced hostage rescue simulations, basically prepping elite forces for the most intense, high-stakes situations you can imagine. Okay, so that's the high-tech, high-stakes side of things. But what's happening on the streets every single day for regular people? Well, that's a whole different story. Let's look at that contrast. Right, so this entire facility is built to handle stuff that's, incredibly dramatic, but also incredibly rare. We're talking about events that are, statistically speaking, just not very likely to happen. And this is where you really see the disconnect, right? While all this prep is going into these one-in-a-million scenarios, citizens are facing a very real, very present problem, a documented surge in everyday crimes like burglaries. You see, these are the things people actually worry about. A spike in burglaries, drug trafficking, street crime. They might not make for a thrilling movie, but they're what really affect how safe you feel in your own neighborhood day in and day out. So this huge gap between the two priorities, it really makes you stop and ask a pretty basic question about what security is actually for. Is it about looking tough, or is it about getting results? And that's the million-dollar question. Is the goal here to build a powerful image of security, or is it to deliver actual security outcomes? It turns out there's a name for this exact dilemma. And that brings us to this really fascinating idea called security theater. Basically, it's when you invest in things that look impressive and make people feel safer, even if they don't do much to actually make them safer. It forces us to ask, is this new facility a real security tool, or is it just for show? And that's the key takeaway here. Just because a project is big, flashy, and impressive, that doesn't automatically mean it's making anyone safer. Sometimes that focus on the image of security can actually get in the way of achieving real results. Look, at the end of the day, it all comes down to resources. Every single dollar, every hour spent on one thing is a dollar and an hour that can't be spent on something else. It's a classic trade-off, what economists call opportunity cost. So you can't just ask, is this urban warfare facility a good idea? You have to ask, is it the best thing we could be doing with this money and attention? Let's really break down what that choice looks like. And this really lays it out in black and white, doesn't it? On one hand, you've got the high-prestige facility for those super rare events. And on the other, you have the less glamorous, but maybe more critical upgrades to deal with the crime people face every day. Two totally different paths to security. And what could that money be used for instead? Well, we're talking about the nuts and bolts of good policing. Things like more CCTV cameras, better forensic labs so you can actually catch people, more officers on patrol. These are the things that have a direct impact on stopping the crimes that are actually happening. So why should you care about all this? Because, look, once you understand this trade-off, you have a powerful toolkit for holding public officials accountable for the choices they make. First up, just ask for the basics. Hey, how much is this thing going to cost? And how many officers will even get trained there each year? This isn't about being confrontational. It's about asking for basic transparency. Second, ask for the proof. Okay, so how many of these high-drama hostage situations have we actually had in the last decade? This grounds the whole conversation in reality, not just in scary what-if scenarios. And third, you challenge their priorities. That's great you have a plan for a rare event, but where's the public plan to install more CCTV cameras or upgrade the labs to solve the burglaries that are happening right now? It puts the focus right back where it belongs. Because at the end of the day, real security isn't about a big announcement or a fancy new building. It's about results you can actually measure. Crime rates going down, conviction rates going up, and people feeling genuinely safe where they live. So here's the question to leave you with. The next time you hear about a new security policy, just ask yourself, are we looking at a real solution to a real problem? Or are we just watching a performance for a problem we've only imagined?